excited because I'm making one of my favorite meals in the crock pot. I haven't made this one in a long time, and it is slow cooker chicken enchiladas, which is a little bit weird. You are gonna have to do some baking. So a lot of slow cooker meals, you don't have to bake anything. You throw everything in, you pull it out at night. This one, you've got to do an extra little bit of work, but it is so good and so worth it. Give me a harder like if you are hopping on and you're like, Laurie, give me a slow cooker recipe today. Also, this is from week 1 of the Magic Recipe Tin. We are sold out of tins, but you can get the PDFs. The freezer meals are coming out, and if you're interested in finding out about the freezer meals, the first people to know are going to be the people who have the menu plans. So click the link in the video. Use the code JOY at checkout to get 12 weeks of slow cooker menu plans for like $8. Can't beat it. It is awesome. Plus, you'll be put in our awesome Facebook group, and you will love it. Okay, here we go. There's my, and the freezer meals are going to include this cute little card stand. Okay, slow cooker chicken enchiladas. We're going to start out with 4 to 5 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I am using frozen. I usually will use regular frozen boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I don't use chicken tenders on recipes like this because they're a little bit more expensive, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So I'm actually going to put in, I think I'm going to put in 5 chunky sized ones. If I have extra, for those of you, give me a heart or like if you try to eat a lower carb diet. This would be perfect because if your family wants the chicken enchiladas, you can make them for them. And then you can eat the chicken over some Southwest, just a nice salad blend, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so we got our chicken breasts going on in here, right? Now we're gonna add in, I put a teaspoon out this morning, and sure as the world, I lost it. So we'll do this. We're gonna add in a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of lime juice. Yum. How yummy is that? A small jar of diced chilies. There we go. And again, if you are interested, click the link in the video. Get 12 weeks of slow cooker menus for under like $8, I think is what they end up being with the code JOY at checkout. And then you're also gonna add in a packet of taco seasoning mix. Super, super simple, y'all. It doesn't get any better than this. Okay, so we've got this all done. That's all we do. Believe it or not, that's all the liquid you put in because chicken has so much liquid that you actually don't have to do that much to it. So all I'm gonna do is, oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna cook this on low all day. Then I'm gonna show you the tricks for afterwards. So tonight, this is where it gets kind of more work than normal. I've got a cup of sour cream here, some shredded cheese, some enchilada sauce. You can use red or green. I'm using green because we like the green sauce a little bit better than the red sauce. And then you're gonna need some tortillas. How many of you guys are low carbers? Give me a harder like if you try to eat a low carb diet. You can choose which kind. I'm actually choosing the low carb tortillas. So this makes it a little bit healthier, saves you a whole lot of calories if you wanna do that. They do get a little mushier, but I'm happy with that. They still taste good enough to me. And then you need some green onions. My green onions look pitiful, but I'm gonna use them anyways because I think they'll be fine, but they do look a little rough. And then black olives if you have them, some salad blend just for fun, and then you're gonna have a can of cream of chicken soup. So I'm gonna mix together. This is actually stuff that you would normally do at nighttime, but just so you can see it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna mix up my cup of sour cream and cup of cream of chicken soup. After this chicken has cooked all day long, it's gonna cook down, it's gonna be yummy and smell so delicious. Once that's all done, you're gonna mix half of this sour cream mixture, which I am having a hard time getting it to mix. You're gonna mix half of this with half of that. You're gonna create your enchiladas. So you're gonna form them into enchiladas. You're gonna add a little bit of your cheese, and then you're gonna bake these. You're gonna cover it with foil, bake for 25 minutes. If you want all the recipes, click the link in the video. It's from week 1 of the slow cooker series. They're amazing. I promise they're worth it. A couple other recipes, just so you can see. This is the Magic Recipe Tin. We're sold out of tins right now, but the freezer meals are coming soon. If you get this though, you can get it as a PDF version. You can print it and bind it at home. People have loved that. A couple other recipes just to make you feel tempted for these are the slow cooker chicken parmesan, tortellini soup, barbecue ribs, breakfast casserole. We're actually going to also do the chicken pot pie, the ham and cheese melts, the chicken chili. 12 weeks of awesome meals. They are so good. I'll answer any quick questions y'all have, and then I will hop off. Good morning. Thank you for sharing, Terry. No, Patricia shared. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate you a ton. Good morning, Lucille. Type in the word joy at checkout. So when you go, you're going to click the link in the video if you want these meals. I promise you. Give me a heart if you have these meals. Give me a like if you've never heard of these meals and you don't even know what I'm talking about. Hearts for anybody who has the slow cooker recipe plans already and is in the Supper Club Facebook group. The Supper Club Facebook group is worth all the things. These recipes are amazing. They will make your life so easy. And when the freezer meals come out in about 4 weeks, you're going to be the first ones to know about these. Good morning, Amy and Amber and Susie. Lots of y'all have never heard of the slow cooker meals. Y'all, use the code JOY at checkout. 12 weeks of recipes. They're amazing. All the menu plans, all the grocery lists. The enchilada sauce goes, sorry, I didn't say that. Thank you, Kim. The enchilada sauce goes in at the end. So you're going to cover it after you've put everything else on and made your enchiladas. That's when you'll cover it. When are the freezer meals coming, Vicki? They are coming in May. We are looking there. On their way, very slowly, but they will get here soon. We can't even wait. You made this for main entry for your Christmas at your mom's. You had already had multiple Christmas dinners. I hope it was good. I can't see the rest of your comment. You have these meals and have loved every one. Recipe cards, are they index size? They are 4x6. Can you give a rundown of what is already in the slow cooker? Yes, I've got 4 to 5 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, some taco seasoning, some diced green chilies, and some lime juice, and a teaspoon of garlic, teaspoon of lime juice. You tell everyone about it. You love these, Cynthia. I am so glad you have the slow cooker meals. Nice. I am so glad. Good morning, Julie. So glad to see you guys. What can you substitute for the green chili? I don't know that you can substitute. You know what you could do? You could probably substitute salsa. Do like do a half a cup of salsa. If you don't like green chilies, that would be a good alternative for that. What do you do with the other half of the sour cream mix? Okay, thank you, Denise. So you're gonna mix your sour cream. Half of it goes in with the chicken after it's all boiled up. The other half you cover. It's so good. You will love them. Oh, Robin, if you didn't get an invite to the private Facebook group, I know you are missing it. Send me an email at contact@passionatepennypincher.com and we will get you right on the list. Do you mix the other half of the sour cream mix on top? Yes, you do mix it on top. Not super spicy, Diane. A little spicy, not terrible spicy. Good morning. Can you get the tin eventually? Dawn, we are hoping in the fall that we will have more tins. Crossing my fingers real hard on that. But even if you don't have the tin, you're going to want to get the freezer meals when they come out. You shared with all your mama friends. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you. Good morning, Michelle. I'm so excited to see you guys here this morning. Okay, guys, if you're interested, use the code JOY at checkout no matter what. Find a yummy meal to make with your family today. Oh, can I tell you all one more story? Are you ready for one more quick story? Hearts or likes if you want one more fun story. We did this awesome thing yesterday. It was so fun. I went to Aldi. So fun. Last May, we were lucky enough to go to Germany and we had an amazing, we went to Germany and Switzerland and a little bit maybe to Austria. Yeah, we went to Austria, but I can't really remember things like that because I'm really bad with, I just know we went to this beautiful place in Europe and we started in Germany and we flew out of Switzerland. That's all I remember. Maybe we flew out of Germany. Anyway, so we flew into Germany. So Saturday night, I was like, what if we go to Aldi? Because they have Aldis all over Europe, which totally just makes me love Aldi so much. So what if we go to Aldi and we buy all the Aldi stuff and we do, our favorite thing in Germany was these big, amazing breakfasts. So yesterday morning after church, we had this big breakfast and we had, oh my goodness, we had chocolate, lots of chocolate, Nutella. We had muffins, we bought brioche, we got eggs, we had fruits, and we had like a whole buffet spread out. It was the happiest thing. So I think tonight obviously is Mexican night. We're gonna do Chinese night. We're gonna take other countries and pick countries to do menus from because it's just fun. So it was super fun. Go to Aldi, buy all the German chocolate, have a big breakfast brunch. Your family will be so happy. Iris, it is your first time here this morning. I am tickled you're here this morning. Thank you for stopping by, Iris. I hope you come back again. We love having you here. It was so fun, Debbie. It was just like this happy little break in the middle of quarantine. We talked about our trip and all the things we liked. The favorite thing that we liked in Aldi in Germany was they had pretzels for 39 cents and everything else was so expensive. And we are a frugal family. Like it was a really big splurge for us to go to Europe. That's not just something that we don't just hop over to Europe. That's not the kind of people we are. So when we were there, our kids know we're cheap. And so when they saw those Aldi pretzels for 39 cents, that was like That was the happiest day. Yeah, and I know a lot of places are closed, so we were just thankful we got to go. You love Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is very much, it's the same as Aldi. It's the Aldi brand, so I love that. So if you want to do something with fun with your family, pick an awesome place to go that you love, that your family would love to go, and find some menus from them. We're gonna do, like I said, we were talking yesterday about doing Mexican night, Chinese night, a Hawaiian luau night. I am not convinced we need to, well, there are some countries that I don't love their food. So I'm picking the foods that I like the best, which are Chinese, Mexican. Hawaiian luau sounds really fun, like a pig roast. Not really a pig roast, because we're not gonna roast a pig here. But wouldn't you see like pineapple on skewers and kebabs? We're gonna do that for sure. Kathleen in Egypt. Kathleen, what do you eat in Egypt? Like, I don't know that Egyptian food is one that I would make, but maybe I'll try it if it's really, really yummy. Greek would be fun, Diane. What other ones could we do, guys? Greek would be fun. We talked about African. I don't know that I would like it. We Googled what people eat in Australia. I thought about just doing 7 continents. Like I thought, okay, what if we just do one for each continent? But we definitely went Italian. So like we could do 17 in Europe. So the frozen broccoli cheese is delicious from Aldi. I've never tried that. Lizzie says roast a pig with an apple in its mouth. LOL. We're not doing that, but it is pretty funny. Italian to me sounds the best. We're definitely gonna do an Italian night for sure. Thai food sounds yummy. That would be awesome. Cynthia, if you click the link in the video and use the code JOY, we have a menu plan for, it's like under $8 or $9 right now. And there's a private Facebook group included with it called The Supper Club. The Supper Club is where all the cool girls hang out and make dinner every night with me. It's super fun. So join us there. If you haven't gotten an invite, send me an email at contact@passionatepennypincher.com and we will help you out with that. Italian sounds amazing. Italian sounds really fun. I think we're gonna do Italian. I think we're gonna do Chinese. I really wanna do like, can you imagine we could make crab rangoons, which are probably not Chinese, but they taste good to us. And then stir fry and an Asian salad. And I was thinking we could do lettuce wraps. I'm excited. Yeah, Italian, so good. African food is wonderful. Becky, y'all want a real laugh? This is pretty funny. My only experience ever with African food ever, because I've never been to Africa. I've only traveled out of the country really once. My kids almost died laughing at me when I said this yesterday. I was like, the only meal I've ever had that was even lightly a little bit African was at the Africa place in Epcot in Animal Kingdom. And I hated the food. And I was like, I don't like this food. And they're like, Mom, I'm pretty sure African food is not like what you get at Disney World. But you know, Jamaican food would be fun. German was what we did yesterday, Sherry. That was fun. Mongolian would be fun, Kimberly. Mexican tamales sounds amazing. Yeah, come up with a list because we're already coming up. Greek sounds, I don't know if my kids would like Greek as much. So right now they're really set on Italian. French, I think French like pastries, wouldn't that be yummy? Oh, so excited. Hi, Vicki, it's your first time here. I'm excited. Teresa, my husband would agree with you on the Southern comfort food. When we were discussing the foods to try, he said, can we just do American? We like Southern country comfort food a lot around here. Homemade egg rolls sounds so good. Hibachi, oh my gosh, Toy, hibachi on your flat grill sounds amazing. Hawaii food is the one, Cynthia, that we are wanting to do too. Do you cook yours on low or high? Nikki, I'm gonna cook this today on low for sure. Japan, hibachi, I'm thinking we need to try the hibachi one. In fact, I really just wish I had a hibachi table right here. How am I gonna make that happen? I don't have a hibachi table, but I bet my husband can figure that out. We'll do that. Vegetarian food would be nice. North Carolina here, that would be good too. French dip, Swedish food would be good. That's a good one. Poo-poo platters for Hawaiian. You lived there 10 years, owned a Japanese restaurant in New York City, and now live in Egypt. Wow, you have been so many cool places, Catherine. That makes me just want to travel. Do you love your flat grill? I don't have a flat grill. This is your second time we're watching. You love the recipes, Dawn. I love that. England, bangers and smash. You know what they wanted to make? And they wanted to do fish and chips. What about fish and chips? Would y'all add that? You are Persian, Iranian, and there are lots of yummy dishes that are rice-based lamb. Your grandmother always says American. I'm trying to read your comment. Americanized mine included French fries. Marina, I love that. If we always included French fries, my kids would be in. Authentic jerk chicken and bread, just like they serve at Scotchies and Ocho. What about Irish? Like we were discussing what Irish, and then we realized the only thing we know from Ireland is beer. We don't drink beer. we don't really drink. And so we were like, my kids were like, okay, let's try that one. So I'm sure Irish has great food too. Spanish could be Cuban sandwiches. Tamara, have a slow cooker menu plan. That's awesome. Use the code JOY at checkout if you're the first time here. You will love the slow cooker meals. Griddle will work as a hibachi. That's what I wonder, Denise. Can I use my griddle as a hibachi grill? I bet I can. Japanese fried rice is easy. Fried rice is on the list for sure. Set up a griddle on your table and let everyone cook their food. I would also love, what about fondue? Like some fondues from, like in Switzerland when we went, we did get fondue and that was amazing. You're 2 hours behind and you caught me live. I'm so glad. The soup mixture does not go in the crock pot. It actually cooks in you bake it when you make it tonight. I'll add the chicken mixture, the cream of chicken and sour cream mixture. I'll add that to my enchiladas tonight. Look up Kenyan samosas. You've never had them. They're amazing. Portuguese or Czech beer bread.
Samosas are the best.
Debbie just said we should have beer bread. No, we don't drink any beer.
Samosas are so good though.
What's a samosa?
It's like a pastry, or it's meat wrapped in pastry.
Reagan just said samosas sound so good. They're a meat wrapped in pastry. I've never had that. Let me tell you, can I tell y'all my one more funny story? This is way too long this morning, but we're just gonna sit and hang out because y'all are still here. So we don't have any religious reasons not to drink or anything else. We just choose not, for our family, we don't drink alcohol. So, but I love me some beer bread. Love, love, love me some beer bread. Well, I've never ever bought a beer. And so, like twice to make beer bread because you got to have the one single can of beer, right? So I actually have gone up to the gas station and asked for one single can of beer, and I felt guilty buying it because I just don't buy it. It's just not something I do. And so anyways, I've gone and bought my one can of beer, and my neighbor was like, Laurie, next time, just come over and grab a beer out of my freezer, my fridge. But I do love some beer bread. Anyway, sorry. Irish scone, corned beef, and cabbage, and lots of fresh fits. So that's right, I eat my alcohol. I don't drink it. That's exactly it, Lizzie, exactly. You missed the recipes it posted. Julia, it's part of our slow cooker menu plans from week 1. Try them out. You're trying to think on what to cook for dinner. Melissa, easy dinner, make some chicken. This is pretty easy, but you gotta have a lot of ingredients. Chicken tacos are super easy. 3 ingredient chicken tacos if you don't have anything to make tonight. Just throw some chicken in your crock pot along with taco seasoning and some salsa. Let it cook all day. You got taco mix for tonight. Chopsticks make good skewers. I love the idea of the skewers. You're doing cute curbside melting pot 1 time a week. I love that. You make beer bread with Sprite or ginger ale. I didn't know you could do that. Does it still have the same flavor though? Because that beer bread makes it so good. You need to make the beer chicken. Somebody else has told me that. Is that where you put the beer can inside the chicken? I've seen that recipe, but I've never tried it. Good morning, Debbie. Beer bread, you can use a Coke. Is it as good though, you guys? Because then it doesn't have that. Now I just want beer bread. I just really want beer bread now this morning. You just did chicken nachos the other night. Yum, Linda. I love chicken nachos. You make beer meatballs, Linda. Y'all, we come up with all the recipes that use alcohol for all of us who are not. The other recipe we've made is the Kentucky, I can't even say it out loud, Kentucky Derby pie. Sometimes includes bourbon. I don't ever make it with bourbon. I skip that. Beer chicken is amazing. That's a good idea. Thanks, Laurie. You're welcome, Melissa. I hope you guys have a yummy dinner tonight. Okay, y'all, we talked way too long this morning. I know that later on people are gonna be like, why did that woman talk so long? So when we get all the mean comments today, why did she talk so long? She needs to be quiet. Y'all just say, we had to discuss our beer bread and our Mexican night that we're gonna be having. Maybe try Dr. Pepper. It gives the chicken a sweet taste, almost like barbecue. If the hops flavor, it makes the beer bread so delicious. I agree. Crock-pot, put meatballs in with 1 can beer. And okay, guys, here's a recipe to try. For those of you who have this, crock-pot, you put meatballs. I'm reading this comment. Linda says, put meatballs in with 1 can of beer and 1 bottle of ketchup. That's all. That sounds pretty yummy. I would love to hear that. Belgian beef stew, that sounds so good. Cook ham and beer in a bag. Who knew? A new cookbook. Lori, we could have a whole new cookbook. That is a good idea. Your brother made beer in turkey. He says the taste goes away, but it's juicy. You make Bloody Mary chili with only a 1/4 cup of vodka. Oh my goodness, so many interesting recipes. Put the fried rice in the bundt pan and make the chicken pizza. What is this? I love hearing what you guys do with your food. Kathleen says, put the fried rice in the bundt pan and make the chicken pieces with cornstarch. Kathleen, I'm gonna have to Google what you're talking about. That sounds amazing. You never talk. Thank you, Lizzie, for saying I don't talk too long. Some people love it. I try to get the meat of the stuff done fast, and then the rest of you guys who want to chit chat, we can talk a little bit. I'm so glad you caught me live today. I know, I hate getting mean comments too. Thank you. Let's see, who just said that? Dawn said, I'm so sorry you get mean comments. I can't believe people are mean to you. Most people are super, super nice. Some people just feel like I'm not a real human over here. I honestly don't read a lot of the comments because it makes me sad. You could put Bailey's Irish cream and chocolate cake mix instead exchange of the liquid with. That sounds amazing. Sue, you're so sweet for saying I don't talk too long. I always feel like I talk for a long time. Autumn says pork stew is really yummy. Pork stew sounds amazing. Y'all, there are so many good recipes. So think about, I will say, when I went to Aldi Saturday night, as far as grocery stores go, they were the cleanest. All the workers had masks on. Everything was super clean. I was really, really impressed with Aldi the other night, and I probably will only be going back to shop Aldi. My Kroger it's not been bad, but it hasn't been as good as Aldi was. So I also like that at Aldi you can go in and get what you need and get out. And you're not like, there's not so much, it's not such a big store to shop. So I can go in, get my milk, get my produce, get my bread, and leave, because that's really all we're buying most weeks. So I would encourage you to try out Aldi if you haven't. And definitely their chocolate brioche is amazing. Their Nutella is from Jesus, I believe. It's amazing. So anyways, bun pan Japanese chicken fried rice. Kathleen, I'm Googling that. You need more ingredients. I know. Oh, Dawn, you said you enjoyed the morning conversation, especially during this crazy. It is nice during this crazy season to just be able to chit chat back and forth. It is so fun. We haven't been since it was so small you were nervous. Genevieve, I was more impressed with Aldi because it is so small. I feel like they get you in and out really fast. They are limiting how many people go in. I did have my mask and gloves, but I felt totally fine doing it. And most people, I would say 50%, probably had a mask on too. Sounds like all of us are non-drinkers need a quarantine beverage. I know. That's what, yeah. I'm not going to start drinking because of quarantine, but I can see why people do. Kroger is slacking for sure. I think Kroger is doing great. It just wasn't, I think the biggest thing with Kroger is it's such a big store. It takes a long time to get through, and I can't just get in and out. I literally took my own bag to Aldi. I didn't touch a cart. I just filled up my bag. I thought, well, if I can't fit it in my bag, I'm not buying it. Yeah, you've been Instacarting groceries. Stephanie, I've been Instacarting most of our groceries as well. I did Walmart grocery pickup last week. They were amazing. Amazon Fresh has been amazing. Our Kroger Instacart you can't get in with. Fridge clean out, soup stew with all the leftovers in the fridge, and then have kitchen sink cookies for dessert. We're trying, our family is on a mission this week to all be healthy. So I'll let you know how it goes. You're a talker, but you just love listening to you while doing things. I'm so glad. Welcome to Grace Place B&B on a budget in Egypt. Okay, good to hear. Grace Place B&B on a budget. Fun. Thank you for sharing in Egypt. That's so fun. Okay. We don't have any Aldis. Y'all, if you have an Aldi, it's worth it. Aldi won't let you use your own bags. They let me bring my own bag. That's interesting. Go at night and you don't run into many folks. I went Saturday night at like 6:30, right before the doors were out. I got everything. You're Insta-husbanding, and I also get junk food back. If I send my husband out, I get all the Oreos. All the Oreos. Anyways, your Aldi has a lady wiping the carts. Yeah, I was super impressed with Aldi, and they don't make you do the quarter either. This is Tammy says it's the first time she's seen you as live, and you're cracking me up. Tammy, I am so glad you're here this morning. Cranberry juice and Sprite is your go-to right now. Good to know. So fun. I'm so glad. I think it's nice during this craziness to just kind of get to chit chat back and forth with somebody else. So that's kind of the reason I like Facebook Live, especially right now. So you guys, make your dinner. If you need a great menu plan, use the code JOY. Use the code JOY at checkout. The menu plans end up being super cheap, and you'll be the first to know when our brand new set of freezer cards come out. The freezer cards won't include the tin, but we will have a new tin come fall, we hope. So y'all have an amazing day. Thanks for encouraging me, and I will definitely talk to y'all soon. Have an awesome day. We will talk soon. We'll be back. I'll be back for sure Wednesday, and I think I have a couple other things to tell you about later in the day. So y'all have an awesome day. I'm so thankful for each of you. Be blessed. Bye-bye.